Oh, we just a little bit of a build up for the season finale we have here coming up for She-Hulk. Kevin Hurt, Brian Gerard here, or K Scar, and King B Hulk. Here on NYMD podcast. Look a little tall. Everybody, let me adjust my. There we go. That's a little bit better. Thank you for tuning in to NYMD podcast. We are on YouTube, StreamYard, subscribe and like. We're also on Facebook, IG, Twitter, as well as, of course, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. Wherever you find podcasts, you will find us, the NYMD podcast. Excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather this week, like literally under the weather. But we're gonna get through this. It's the season finale of She-Hulk. We're gonna just give our grades for the whole season. First one, I think there is gonna be a second one.
Okay.
This is the last episode so far with Jen and the rest of the Hulk family that's currently living there.
By the way, since you're under the weather, I have a syringe of some green stuff that'll knock that right out.
Is that NyQuil?
It ain't NyQuil.
Because I need some NyQuil. That's the great stuff I need.
It ain't gonna make you sleepy.
Is that Gamma Quill?
It may make you angry.
Gamma Quill? Oh man, but let's get into this. I have a little bit parts, excuse moi. But yeah, man, this last episode, it's crazy because this is the last. I swear we just started doing it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I feel like I don't know if we miss 2 weeks? Did we do last week? Like everything happened so fast.
Yeah.
That it's like I swear at the beginning, this felt like it was gonna be a lot longer. And yesterday was the last episode of She-Hulk, man. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh boy, it was I have some complaints.
Okay. Well, She-Hulk out of all the shows was rated 4th by one of our friends in all the little Marvel MCU Disney Plus series.
Okay. Where did I rate it? I had it high. I had to be the 3rd or 4th.
Did you have a new one that came out with She-Hulk in it?
Say what?
Did you do a new one with She-Hulk in it? Or
didn't we do one a couple weeks ago?
Not sure.
Oh, well,
I can't remember back that far.
All right. Well, maybe I was just doing my own list because WandaVision's number 1, Ms. Marvel's number 2. I think I had She-Hulk number 3.
Oh. All right. So, well, you have it number 3, but what do you think of the season?
All right. So we had 9 episodes. Okay. Episodes 1 through 4, I thought were great. Episodes 5, 6, and 7, not so much. I didn't think they were funny. Episode 8, really good, right? So far I'm loving 5 episodes, not liking 3 of them. This one, I didn't like it, but I didn't hate it. So here's what I like. I like that they went for it, right? The 4th wall break. Let's start with that. So, let's just start from the beginning. No, first of all, no, because you asked me how I like it. I would just say I didn't like it. I didn't hate it, but I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed the other ones. What were your thoughts? Let me get your thoughts before we delve into it. What were your thoughts?
Let's break it down, right?
My
thoughts?
Yeah, what did you like it?
I mean, I listen. Anytime you have a central character named Kevin, I love it.
I knew that was coming.
I mean, I can't complain that one bit about that episode. That Kevin just spewed out logic like I do, and Kevin needs to be umpiring baseball games. That's
there we go. Great.
I mean, Kevin's Kevin. So I'm happy with it. I couldn't.
Do you remember what the acronym was for Kevin?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I meant to go back and see what the acronym was because I thought that was pretty funny.
I don't remember, but I'll make something up. Nightly, environmentally friendly, a visionary, icon, and nice. Sounds about right. You're welcome.
All right. So
Yeah, great episode. Go ahead.
so what you said you liked it?
Oh, loved it. Yeah.
Okay, so Kevin, knowledge enhanced visual interconnectivity nexus.
I was close. I was not far off from what I said.
He has his own website. Wow.
Yeah. Well, he should. He should probably have his own Twitter handle and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, Kevin's the bot. So.
Okay. All right. So let's break down the episode.
Break it down.
And then I'll tell you what I liked about it and what I didn't really love about it. All right. So we start the episode off. Jen's in jail.
She's in Gamma jail or superhero jail.
Yeah, she pretty much wound up in the same cell that your boy Blonsky was in. Abomination. Yeah, she even had like one of the inhibitors on. No. Did she had it on, she had it on when she was there. Yeah. But yeah, so basically she's locked up. Her coworkers come in. I forget all their names. Come in and they say, "Look, we got a plea deal for you, but there's some conditions." Basically, she can't turn into She-Hulk. She has to continue to wear the inhibitor.
Ankle monitor.
Yeah. While she's out, while she's free and stuff. She loses her job. She has to move back home with her parents.
Loses her apartment. I mean, it was huge consequences.
Yeah.
From, as they want to call her, angry, out of control, She-Hulk.
But the thing is, I don't understand. What did she do that was so bad? Like, what? I mean, what? Destruction of property
things?
Destruction of property, I guess.
I mean, she went again. It's funny because we live in a society that I can see this happening. Someone can be fined 99.9% of the time. One incident, oh my goodness, public, nuisance or whatever, and that's how you're being judged by. And that's basically what happened with her. This whole time she's been a lawyer. She's been walking around the city. She's a celebrity, basically. And someone's flashing her life in front of not only the world, but her parents. Yeah. And she gets angry. All of a sudden, she's a loose cannon.
Right.
So, that's really just how society works. It takes one bad moment for people to judge you for a long time.
Yep.
And they don't forget it, which is what I liked about this episode. Is it really happens to any of us. They may see, if I'm in the street arguing with somebody, it could be anyone. That's what I've never argued with somebody in the street before. Or maybe if someone heard you and I talking on the phone earlier this week, they might not be like, those two are really good friends. They might be like, oh, they hate each other. But they're enemies. But that's just a moment in time.
Right.
For us is whatever. For everyone else might be like, are you okay?
Right.
Like, yeah, what happened? You know what I mean? For her,
I think Les came up at one point and was like,
you just said it was Kevin's point. Oh. So it's I like how that happened, and she had to go back home, and every family's hilarious. I mean, the dad hugged her. Was like, listen, everybody goes to jail, goes to prison. I mean, it's okay. Yeah. I mean, it's just little things that dads say to make everybody feel better. It's like, yeah, this happens to everyone, honey. It's okay. Mom's like, could you move the dresser? Oh, you can't. I'm sorry, honey. So all those little things were good. I think. So after all that, she moves in with her parents. All those things happen. She gets to try to. She goes up to Blonsky's to get away from it all. He's not there. She's up there having tea or whatever. And so they try to, the guy, Pug or something. Pug, Mug, whatever.
Yeah, Todd Phillips or something like that.
Yeah. No, that's the bad guy, Phillips. I'm talking about the guy who had the one earbud in that was faking it.
I forget. I don't know his name.
Yeah, I think it's Pug.
Oh, okay.
So he goes in there to infiltrate. Because she sent out the video of her twerking back in college, her friend, the assistant.
Yeah.
And oh gosh.
Intelligentsia?
Thank you. Intelligentsia loves it, of course, invites him, not knowing it's a her, because
Right.
we find out to a secret meeting that they have. So they have Pug go in there, and of course, Pug's the total opposite of these brainless idiots who just hate women, basically.
Yeah.
Just, it's all of them talking man stuff and women and blah, blah, blah. Or as she said, say females, don't say women.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Basically, it's a meathead convention and just down in She-Hulk the whole time. So during this time, he's infiltrating. We find out that Phillips, the chauvinistic guy who wanted to get her on a date and stuff, is really the head of this whole thing, wanting to bring her down. So they're going through all this. And who's the guest speaker? Blonsky. So Blonsky shows up as the guest speaker. Now, he was just guest speaking. It's funny because he's like, you guys met all your quotas, right? It's like he's doing a sales pitch.
Right.
It wasn't even about you got She-Hulk or nothing. It was just like a general pep talk. You know what I mean? Like he did this for your job or my job. It's like you guys hit your quota. Great job. Everyone in here is working hard. Yeah. I mean, it was so crazy. So what I didn't know until Jennifer was wandering around was that this was on Blonsky's property.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she ends up walking in on the whole thing. And that's when the chaos happens.
Right.
So take it from there.
So he reveals to her that he's King Hulk. He hacked her phone. The guy Josh that she was dating for a while pretty much stole her blood, and he came up with the serum so that he could become a Hulk. So he actually gets the syringe, injects himself, and becomes like a Hulk version of himself. Then he starts fighting her.
Very ugly looking.
Yeah. He starts fighting her. Then
he tries to fight her. But he tries to go after her. Blonsky picks her up.
Abomination comes in.
No. Abomination's already there.
Yeah, that's right. He's already in there. That's right. Yeah.
So then Titania comes in.
Titania, she busted.
Yeah. Titania just comes in. She's like, her too?
Right.
She's there. And then out of nowhere comes Bruce.
Comes Bruce. Like, what?
Who thinks Abomination is hurting Jen.
Right.
So then they start fighting. So then she's like, forget it. This thing can't happen. So she breaks her thing off her leg and she turns into She-Hulk. And then all of a sudden she breaks out of the show.
Yeah, she's like, wait a minute. Because it's funny, she's thinking the same thing probably all of us are thinking. Like,
yeah.
What the heck is going on? Like,
what is going on here? This is a cluster right now.
Like, this is nonsense. Like, she's like, time out.
Yeah.
So she's like, nah, I'm not having this.
Yeah, when she stepped into like Marvel Assembles, I think.
Yeah, so that was slick. So
broke out of She-Hulk.
Yeah, she breaks the fourth wall. And then for a moment, you may think that, your Disney Plus went back to the home screen.
That's exactly what it looked like. Because the whole setup, all the shows, exactly how they have it and everything.
Right. She pops out, goes into the Disney lot, walks into Marvel Studios.
And she wants the writers.
Yeah. Yep. She wants to speak to the writers. She goes to the writers' room. And she's like, what the heck is going on here? You know what I mean?
Like, don't you think this is like every show that ever happened? Did you have like an original idea? Like, no, this is how superhero shows are supposed to happen. Like this is like the Captain America serum all over again. Can we do something different? I mean, she's right.
Right.
I was like, can we do something different? What about like my idea? And you know what? I'm going to see Kevin. You know what? The guy was like, you know what? I'll kill you. She's like, that's creepy. I'm going to go see him. Okay.
So this part was funny because, she wants to see Kevin. She wants to see Kevin Feige, who is, the
Marvel. Kevin Feige, Kevin Hart, Kevin Hurt. Could be any Kevin.
It's Kevin.
Kevin McHale. All Kevins are famous. And
yeah, whatever.
So, whatever. Just because it wasn't named Brain. Okay. Don't be upset.
No, but so she goes to see Kevin Feige.
Who's in a super maximum fortified den or something.
And I love, this is the joke I love. He's Kevin. He's the knowledge enhanced visual interconnectivity nexus. He's AI. Hurt all this time. I thought, this guy was a creative genius behind Marvel, but he's AI. Man.
Well, yeah, he is. That's what he does.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm an AI. I'm not real.
Yeah.
But I'm here.
No, but it was cool because she goes in and they made some good jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the joke when she's when he asked her as far as transfer. When she has to go back to Jen, she wants to transform back to Jen, change back to Jen, and he's like, "Well, yeah, we pretty much had to save some money on the effects.
Yeah,
let's take the camera off you."
Yeah.
And you say, "Yeah, we didn't." And they even made a joke where it's like, "Yeah, we've been working. We've been using all
on another project.
On another project. Do you hear the Wakanda drum?"
Yes,
dude. I was dying.
Yo, I was like, no, they did. That was so funny.
So here's what I liked and what I didn't like. Right, I like the fact that like this was totally different, from any type of ending to a Marvel show that we've seen. Yep. Not only does she break the fourth wall, but she actually goes to Marvel Studios, which was good. Now, I like the jokes were cool. I'm nitpicking this. I thought some of them lingered a little bit too much. Like I thought the whole thing lasted a little bit too long, right? But the thing that really disappointed me was that she changed. She wants to change the story. She wants to change the outcome. Fine. So when she goes back into a show, it's like everything is resolved. Like people being arrested, Daredevil pops from nowhere,
being arrested,
which is fine. But I thought she was going to go back and we were going to actually see you know what I'm saying? Like see some stuff happen, then get to that point. But it's like she goes back and everything's resolved. So those are my two things. Like
there wasn't a major conflict.
Yeah, or we didn't get to see the resolution of it. She told us, I want this to happen, I want this to happen, and I want this to happen. You know what I mean? Like,
and the AI did it. And he went back in, and Blonsky was regular again.
Yeah, but I kind of wanted to see, you know what I mean?
I wanted to see a conflict. Like I just didn't want, the conflict wasn't just her talking.
Right.
This is what's going to happen, and actually happened.
Yeah,
and that was it.
But I like the fact that they went for it in this creative way. But I do think the whole thing with her going to Disney Studio, for some reason, it seemed like it lasted just a tad.
Yeah, it did. Like why she had to fight the security guards?
Yeah.
Again, this is like they know who she is. Why? She's fighting security. You know what I mean? That was just that was unnecessary for me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel like I'm not saying I'm nitpicking, but my whole thing is, again, I did enjoy the season since this is the finale. Yeah. I think I wanted more of a central, better villain than
yes.
So she didn't. I felt like she didn't really the villain during this whole show, which I get, which is fine, was her wrestling with her being Jen and She-Hulk, and I get that, but I feel like she can go through that and have a centralized bad person.
Yeah,
I almost was satisfied. When Blonsky came out, I was like, it was really him?
That's what I thought too.
He started his Tony Robbins speech.
Hurt. You were exactly right. I would have been, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, that's
man. And that his haikus do suck.
Yeah. Yeah, but I had that same thought. I don't know, but overall, I still enjoyed the series, but I just wish I enjoyed it all the way through. Like it seems like I enjoyed the first 4 episodes and pretty much the last 2, but the middle I didn't really think was funny. But it was kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was still. But that being said, I think this is still my 3rd favorite Disney Plus. Disney Plus Marvel show, because I got more entertainment value and enjoyment out of this than I did Hawkeye. Then I did Loki. Then I did Moon Knight, and I'm missing another one.
Falcon, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yep. So this is my 3rd grade. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I made my own list.
Now the one thing I did love. When do we get to X-Men? She was like, I can't.
Yo, that was.
That's all I care about. That's it. Cool. That is it. Give me Give me X-Men.
Yo, and I even like when she was like, I smashed this, I smashed builders, I even smashed Matt Murder. I was like,
The way she was like, I smashed dinner. I'm like, that did make me chuckle all the time, and it was like, oh god.
yeah. So it's like, yo, it's like there was some funny stuff in there, man.
Yeah, no, it was. I do. The thing is, I do like Jen. I feel like there was a whole. We kind of got lost in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And we just kind of found out. But I did miss that major villain character somewhere.
And speaking of villains, this is one thing where I think they really flopped on is the whole Titania thing, right? I'm still confused.
She's a nuisance. She wasn't a.
Yeah, but
she was there to fill in episodes. Honestly, to
yeah,
me.
it was her.
Yeah,
her whole thing was
like,
I thought like they set her up to be like some type of villain, but she wasn't really. She, like you said, she was more like a nuisance than anything.
Yeah, again, she was funny when she took the name and that little thing, but it was like I feel like from that first episode they just credited her as a supervillain because Jen just turned into She-Hulk and just knocked her silly the first time. That was it.
Do we still know why she busted through the courtroom in that first episode?
We have no idea.
Yeah,
I still have no clue.
Yeah.
So,
all right, man. So, how many gamma rays do you give this episode?
The episode or the finale?
Both. I was gonna say the
I think
episode
7 for the finale, and I'll give the series 7.
Okay, well, I'm with you. I'm gonna give the series a 7.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the finale. I think I'm gonna give it a 6.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, this is my third favorite Marvel Disney Plus. Where does this show rank for you in the
man. I feel like I'm one of the few people that like everything when it comes to Marvel. It's like they haven't really disappointed me so far.
Okay.
As far as everything goes, this is, I would say top 5.
Okay. All right.
Definitely top 5. I know, WandaVision was great. I just didn't like how WandaVision ended.
Oh.
In a way.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, and I love Winter Soldier and Captain America. Okay. Only because of the realness of it. I mean, came home and couldn't get alone. Like I was super. Like, it was just so. I mean, things you don't think of. I love Nemo. What's his name? God, Nemo. Is it Nemo? Baron. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Zemo.
Nemo. Thank you. Why did I get Nemo? What was he? Dazzle Leagues Under the Sea. Jules Verne novel in my head. I don't know where that came from. So I really enjoyed that much more than other people did, I think. And so that's a little higher on my list because it seemed like it was, and it's like, of course, almost like a buddy comedy. It was just, better. But I do like She-Hulk. I like Miss Marvel. I've liked Hawkeye. Hawkeye about a human character, it seemed like to me. Like he actually had hearing loss. Like he was actually injured. He doesn't come through unscathed, which is so weird. And, of course, brought the best play of all time. Forget Cats, right? Forget Lion King. Forget Starlight Express. Forget Les Miserables, okay? Or Phantom of the Opera. That was the best. Not only was that the best show ever to be on Broadway, I mean, it's just of all time. I mean, we could really do this all day.
Yes, we could.
But we won't. But yeah, that's our wrap up for She-Hulk, man. I did enjoy it.
I just want to make too. I find it funny that I had no intentions on watching She-Hulk. I had no intentions on watching Hawkeye, and She-Hulk and Hawkeye wound up being number 3 and 4 on my list. So yeah.
I want to keep this because we have other things to do.
Yeah.
But my question is, why is it that you discount things so early before you, you don't, again, I know you don't know these characters, but you're just like, yeah, no. like just ahead of time.
It's crazy. It's funny, right? Because I could tell you why. Because I don't like the Hawkeye character. You know, I just didn't,
Yeah, you don't know. We know who does.
right,
Like, what person has a Hawkeye T-shirt?
right.
I mean,
Kate Bishop, maybe, I don't know.
yeah, well, yeah, she's the only one though. The only one.
And then She-Hulk, I was just like, you know, it just worried. But it's funny, right? Because I'm kind of hypocritical because I knew nothing about Ms. Marvel, but yet that was my most anticipated.
Or Moon Knight.
I knew nothing about her, but
Yeah.
that was my most anticipated show.
And you were just like Miss Marvel, and you hate Captain Marvel. So I don't even know how that
I
even.
don't hate Captain Marvel, man.
Gosh, Carol Danvers sucks according to you. And then all of a sudden you're like, Camilla Khan's cool, but Danvers. Carol Danvers, blah. Camilla Khan, yay.
Oh, okay.
So that was fun. Anyway,
well, we gotta wait. I was just gonna say we gotta wait for season 2 of She-Hulk because Kevin said she won't be on the big screen. So
yeah, which I mean, she doesn't need to be.
Yeah,
I'm fine for here. We don't need to take all of them and put them in a movie.
right.
So just let us stay on the small screen. But thank you everybody for tuning in for our She-Hulk finale review. Please subscribe and like on YouTube, StreamYard, Facebook, IG, Twitter, as well as Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify. This is the NYMD podcast. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Peace out, y'all.
Make mine Marvel.